He grew up in America with his parents who are tired of his shenanigans. Because there are no bad guys to fight in day-to-day life, Lin has settled upon troubling his teachers and housemates to prove his abilities as a superhero. He has been kicked out of several schools for displays of violence. One day, his current school principal comes to his parents with a broken tooth and Lin's transfer letter. He begs the couple to take their son to some other educational institution because the teachers in his school cannot handle him. Having had enough of the kid, his parents decide to send him back to China to live with his uncle, Yuan Lai. Lai is a young music teacher at a school. He plans to admit Lin to the same school to keep an eye on him. A few days later, Lin finally lands in China, but Lai is late to pick him up in front of the airport. On his way, he meets a colleague named An Ran. Lai has had a crush on her for a long time. He offers her a ride, but she declines and gets a taxi instead. The brief conversation makes him even later, causing an impatient Lin to come out of the airport on his own. At the same time, a newbie criminal named Lee is walking to her transit with a case of something valuable. She talks to her partner on the phone about the case. Apparently, it's the key to making them millionaires. Before she can reach the checkpoint, a thief snatches the case from her and runs away. A man distracts her, causing her to lose sight of the thief and the case. Outside, Lin is ready to get in a taxi when the same thief bumps into him. Lin, who always looks for a chance to be a superhero, doesn't miss the opportunity to follow him, sure of the fact that the case is stolen. Meanwhile, Lai arrives at the airport but finds his nephew missing. Worried, he shows Lin's picture to the passerby, but to no avail. In the meantime, Lin and the thief get into a chase. The thief cannot keep up with Lin's speed and has to stop. Initially, he tries to bribe Lin into giving up, but the kid asks for the case, not money. As a last resort, the thief steps forward to fight Lin, but is beaten up by the kid. Lin didn't just dream of being a superhero, he took several kung fu classes and trained to be one. Hence, he's very good at fighting and defending himself. He opens the case and finds a fluffy rabbit inside. Following that, he returns to the taxi driver and calls the police to inform them of a stolen rabbit. However, the policeman thinks the kid is joking and asks him to keep it as a pet. By now, Lai is also at the police station reporting his missing nephew. The police promise to find him as soon as possible. Said nephew is on his way to Lai's apartment in a taxi, having known the address. When Lai returns home at night, he hears a noise from inside his apartment. Thinking that an intruder has broken in, he enters through the window. But he comes across Lin, who kicks him in the face. A few minutes later, they're trying to stop Lai's nosebleed. It turns out that Lin lost his phone while fighting the thief earlier, but he doesn't tell his uncle about the encounter. Somewhere else, the newbie criminal, Lee, and her partner, Cheng, are with their boss. They apologize for losing the case and promise to find it as soon as possible. Their boss is a gangster who promises